All right, we are at the Kyoto Gyoen right now. It's right next to the Imperial Palace, which actually I haven't been to, but it's a bit of a rainy day, and this is the nicest tree I've found here so far. It is autumn, so there's a little bit of colored leaves. I'm not sure how visible that is with this iPhone 16 Pro right now, but yeah, hopefully you can see it. It is cloudy. But I wanted to do just a little bit of a small vlog to close off my 3-week trip in basically Japan. I was here earlier this year for about 130 days from January to May, and it's nice to come back and visit some friends that I made. I've talked about this in a different video, so I won't repeat too much, but this is probably the last time I'm going to get to record myself, since the rest of my time is going to be with others, and I have discovered that I'm not very good at recording while I'm with others because I'm too focused on interacting with others. So yeah, this is my last bit being on my own. So yeah, it's actually even more beautiful from this angle. You can see a bit more of the colors. But yeah, it's been really nice being here, but to be honest, I feel like I have not been as productive as I have been like in California, for instance. Like, things have been going really well while I was in California, and coming here I thought I could transition and bring it over, but that's not what happened. I basically did not succeed. That was also in another video, I mentioned that. But it was still nice to revisit some friends and just hear about their stories and how it's progressed, because a lot of my friends are from like different countries. Some are actually from Japan as well, like native Japanese people, and they also have interesting stories. Most of them that I've met are from like share houses, so they tend to like go out. They're like different from normal Japanese people, so a lot of them are like studying abroad or going abroad or not doing the normal stuff and staying in Japan, I guess. But hearing their stories again and reconnecting with them really felt nice and good, because it's like reminding me one of the reasons why Ah, すみません。僕はアメリカ人ですから。あ、ありがとう。ごめんなさい。Okay, that was interesting. Some people started asking me for directions, and I just told them I'm American. So, yeah, I could not answer their questions, unfortunately. But yeah, it's I always find that ironic how that's happened to me before. I was just walking around Kyoto Station, and an older lady just asked me like, "Oh, what are the directions for this place?" And I'm just like, I just don't know, because I don't fully understand what you're saying, unfortunately. I mean, actually probably could have tried to understand better. Maybe next time I'll do that. That would have been a better experience. But my general response is like, I'm not sure. That's happened to me at least 3 times now. Yeah, one day I will actually be able to answer them and not give the excuse that I'm American once my Japanese is much better. But yeah, okay. What was I even saying? Right, so seeing friends again and I'm meeting new friends actually at the share houses that I used to frequently visit. Like, I met some pretty cool people, like people from different countries, a country that I never even heard of either, Czechia. Very, very cool person that I met. And just hearing their stories of how they've traveled around Japan and so on. Very, very inspiring, and it makes me also it motivates me more to try to like get out here and be here longer term. So in that sense, it's definitely been productive and good for me, because it makes me feel like yeah, I don't know. Whenever I talk to someone new, it gives me a new feeling, and it gives me some new perspective that lights something up in my head, and I'm like, it's sort of being added to the way I see things as well. So I don't think it's a waste of time to talk to people and meet people and everything like that. I think, especially when it comes to meeting people from a completely different background, from a country I've never heard of. So yeah, that was a really good experience for me. Okay, my arm is getting tired. What this is, I think that's where the entrance is for the Imperial Palace. Just testing out like the different zooms. Looks pretty cool. But let's try to head towards this little pond. That's where I'm going. But just to continue, yeah, I do feel like the most productive thing I can do here is continue to maintain my connections with the friends I met, because a lot of them I talked to actually mentioned how they don't really talk to the other people from class or language school anymore. Like, I was the only one that reached out to them to make contact again. But they said that, and then they remembered like a few, like maybe one or two other people as well. So maybe in present time, that's what happened. But that's sort of kind of how it goes, because we're all in our own countries, and it's difficult to stay connected when you can't see each other in person easily. But yeah, I do think a Europe trip is coming up for me next year. Yeah, I'm also very grateful to be able to do freelance stuff. I think that's the only reason why I'm able to move around often and more with greater flexibility. But it is a trade-off for sure. That's not the topic of this video though. All right, we have made it to the little pond. It's actually nicer than I remembered it being. See if we can find a good spot to just record a little. Okay, here's another nice area. Okay. I think I'll just record here for a little bit. There aren't many people since it's a weekday and it was a little rainy. But this is I visited this place at least 2-3 times now, so it's easily a nice area to just chill at, because there aren't that many people. The Kyoto Gyoen area. It's also free, unless you want to go in the Imperial Palace, which I think might cost something. I'm not sure, but it's nice to just be here and relax. And yeah, actually, I wanted to talk about like a video I was trying to make, which is the learning Japanese using AI for 30 days. I wanted to actually film myself talking to the camera here about it, because I thought it would be cool to film some stuff in Japan, but I'm like, my script feels unfinished. I did it in the plane. I haven't redrafted it. I haven't had the time to actually redraft it here. I had plans on actually editing and doing videos here, like uploading while I was here, but that just didn't happen. Let's just keep going. Yeah, it's significantly harder to keep up with stuff here than it is in California. I think one of the other reasons is because the internet isn't the best. I'm staying with my girlfriend and we use like a pocket Wi-Fi to address all the internet concerns. So my iPhone 16 Pro has not been able to like offload the videos I take fully, and it's filled up my storage. It's like constantly at 200 something gigabytes out of 256. Right now I'm using my external hard drive to record. Let's see if you can actually see it if I bend it enough. Yeah, this SanDisk one. But I don't like recording while it's just dangling there. It's kind of annoying. So I need to find better solutions to this. But overall, it would be fine if the internet actually connected, but ever since the new iOS, the connection to the or the syncing to iCloud from photos always turns off by itself, and it's super annoying. I never had that issue before, but now I do, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why do I have to keep trying to sync? And then when I tried to sync, it didn't work fully, so I have to like try it again, and it's just been constantly like that ever since the newest iOS, plus me recording a lot of videos with the lack of internet, I guess, or not lack of, but slower internet. So definitely a huge bottleneck in my opinion, because it's caused me to not be able to record as easily, basically, and I'm limited. Basically, if I record for more, like 20 more minutes, or 20 more minutes, I'm doomed. I have no more room to record on this SD card because log footage is huge. And for the Blackmagic stuff, I can't do stuff like this, which I really like to do. The whole zooming in and out stuff feels fun. But yeah, I mean, obviously I could just use the Blackmagic app to, if I really needed it. So but still, that app is kind of buggy sometimes. Anyways, I've devolved into talking about other things from my original topic. I do that way too much. Okay. So the experience so far, being back, has been really good. I feel good. I feel like I want to be out here, but at the same time, Kyoto, as much as I love Kyoto, is getting a little like too familiar. I think I need to be in a different place when I come back to Japan. And it's in a video that I mentioned a long time ago, actually. I think I mentioned it at least, is that I want to try to see what it would be like to be in Tokyo instead. And I think there's more opportunity there as a creator, as someone who's creative, to meet other people that are also creative, because that's been something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, is just like meet other people who also like creating and like doing these things and have these passions and ideas. And yeah, I love my friends, but I feel like a lot of them don't really resonate in that same way with me in this regard. And I guess I need to look for more people who are like full on, that are passionate about these things. And I think that will help me take my game to the next level as well, to be around those type of people. That's something I've been telling myself for a while, like over 3 years at this point. I think around like COVID is when I was like, okay, we really got to do this. And then COVID happened, and then 2 to 3 years passed, and it's like I haven't done much with it. But coming out here to Japan earlier this year, I met a lot of people that I met some people that were creative, but I never followed up with them that much, which I feel like I regret now, because that was dumb. I met them. I should have tried my best to keep in contact with them and talk to them more, but I just didn't. And instead I spent way more time with my friends from language school and the share houses and everything, and I guess more focused on learning Japanese, which is fine, but yeah, I don't know. There's this idea of mine that I don't like, or this feeling of mine that I don't like, trying to get to know people or connecting with people just because I feel like they will benefit me in some way. But I think that's still an excuse, because the people that I met that were creative were nice people. I would have definitely liked to connect with them despite not the I think you guys know what I mean, despite them not being I don't know, I don't think I cared too much that it was whether or not hanging out with them would have benefited me or not. I still think they were cool people. And I should have tried to reach out to them more than I did. But I guess momentum had its way, and I ended up just doing more stuff with other friends. which again is totally fine. I just think once I make it to Tokyo, since I have a tendency to reach my goals or like accomplish the things I really feel like I want to, it just takes a lot more time than I expect. So I do expect myself to be in Tokyo at some point. And once I'm there, I will try my best to make friends that are creative. That'll probably be like a certain video of mine, or a challenge that I make for myself is to reach out to someone every day for a while. It doesn't have to be for 30 days, but I do like that number, and I have been doing a lot of those challenges, so that would be fun. Anyways, like I said, if I keep recording, I'm gonna run out of storage space. So that's pretty much it for this one. I feel good. I feel happy that I visited, especially just getting to see my girlfriend and just seeing old friends as well. Not really old friends, but friends I met this year in Japan. Like, it feels good to be back in a way, but also very, very temporarily back, and just need a lot of sorting out to do still. Need a lot of space in my own head, and I don't have that here, unfortunately. So going back to California, I'm looking forward to it, actually. And I'm looking forward to like just strapping in and getting a lot done once I'm back. But yeah, that's basically my 3-week experience, just seeing a lot of friends, going to Tottori, which was really fun, going to USJ for the first time. I'm gonna visit Kobe tomorrow, seeing a really amazing light show, by the way, at Kyoto Botanical Gardens called Light Cycles for the 100th anniversary. That was absolutely beautiful. Like, I love that place so much. Unfortunately, it's only temporary, and it's gonna end in December, but I feel like there's no way they set all of that up, have it be that amazing, and not do it again eventually at some point. So if you're ever around Kyoto and you have the chance to like actually go to something like that, Kyoto Botanical Gardens near Kitayama Station, super amazing, honestly. I love that light cycles thing. Might not be under the same name, but I don't know. I would want to go again. Like, I would want to go as much as I can, like all the time. That's how good it was to me. So if it ever is available again, I will definitely go. It's become one of my favorite things in Kyoto for sure. So that was something that happened as well. Yeah, lots of fun stuff, lots of little trips, and eating some good food again. That's not super expensive like in California, so that's been fun. Okay, time to close off. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.